Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. Today's video is going to be on a Pat McGrath palette, and this is the Pat McGrath Subversive palette. This is the Mothership 3 palette. It's so big it hardly fits the frame even. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about this palette, and mainly this video is mainly about the swatches of this palette on my eyes. I know some of you have been interested to see the swatches and looks with this palette, so I will start off with doing swatches on the eyes. So if you guys have been interested in this palette, then please continue watching. Okay guys, let's get started with the video. So I don't want to talk too much about the palette because I will talk about the palette whenever I do like a proper review or a tutorial or something like that. Today we are mainly going to focus on the swatches, but in a nutshell, this is the Mothership 3 Subversive palette from Pat McGrath. We all know why Pat McGrath palettes are so popular. The eyeshadow quality is just out of this world, especially their shimmers or the metallic, sparkly, crystally glitter shades. They are just amazing, and even the matte formula and basically the general quality of palettes of the Pat McGrath palettes, they are just amazing. We all know how expensive these palettes are. I don't want to even go in there. Yeah, you need to put in a lot of thought before you buy these palettes. Great thing is that I got 30% off on this palette, so I purchased it, and I cannot be more excited about this because 30% on a Pat McGrath palette is quite a lot. So I'm very excited to have this palette. This is how the packaging looks like. I have not thrown a single Pat McGrath packaging till date. I love the outer box. I anyways keep all of my outer boxes, guys, so I have not even I cannot even throw Pat McGrath packaging. So this is how the outer box looks like. It opens in its typical fashion. This is how the palette looks like. All the palettes look the same. That's one thing which I would say kind of bothers me, but you have yeah, you don't have the name here. Oh, I didn't notice this before. It just says Pat McGrath Labs Mothership, so you will have to actually open the palette to see which palette it is. It is the same packaging for the other Bronze Seduction as well. So good thing that I have the outer box here. So this is how the palette looks like. It's very heavy, very luxe. One thing which I don't like about the packaging is that this palettes, they don't lay flat on the table. They will stay like this. So it's a little bit annoying for me. That's just a matter of personal preference. It has a nice size mirror here as well, very clear mirror, and these are all the shades which are in here. Amazing color selection. After the Bronze Seduction palette, the next palette which I was interested in buying was this one. This has like all the shades which I am drawn to. Love that this palette has purples, blues, olive greens, did I say greens? Olive greens, pinky purpley. This one is like a pinky purpley duochrome, and I have worked with some of the shades. I have not used all the shades so far in videos, not even outside as well, because hello, we have been in COVID times. Most of the eye makeup which I'm doing these days is on camera, but I have used a couple of shades in my real life, and so far I have loved what I have used. So today I'm going to show you all the swatches, all the shades swatched on my eyes. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, we will get started with this color. This one is like a champagne, creamy champagne color. So this is how the first shade looks like. So it's more like a simple metallic creamy beige sort of a color, good for highlighting inner corners or the brow bone. So let me just swatch it also. Most of the colors in this palette are metallic, shimmery, glittered finishes, so I will use my fingers. There are two mattes in the palette for which I will use the brush. So this one is the first one. Don't ask me the name. The name is somewhere there in the in the outer box. I'll just say the color. I'll just say the color name, not the shadow name. Nothing special, nothing extraordinary about this, just that I think this can bring a lot of, it can bring the eye look together. It will work great with the other colors, and this will work great as an inner corner highlight and a highlight shade, as I already mentioned before. Beautiful shade. as in the texture is very beautiful. Shade wise, it's just a plain beige cream sort of a color. Let's move on. Let's move on to one of my favorite shades in the palette. This is the purple. Look at that, super beautiful purple right here. Let me swatch it first. Here is how the purple looks like. It has a slight bit of shift, so you can see there is a slight bit of shift to it. It's a metallic shade with a little bit of shimmer infused in it, and it has a shift as well. Great color, and it's very smooth, very pigmented, and looks absolutely gorgeous on the eyes. I have used this before. Here is the purple. It's not too much of an intensely reflective shade, but it has a beautiful shift. So I think it's very wearable. It's not crazy super reflective. If you're scared of purple, many people are scared of wearing purples, pinks, reds on the eyes. I think you will be able to pull this off very nicely. So that's the purple, super pretty. Okay, let's move on. We have a matte brown next. It's a neutral matte brown shade. Pigmentation is very nice. Oh, I forgot to swatch it. Let's swatch it. Look at that pigmentation. I just barely touched it. Super intense. This is how the brown looks like. Let's swatch it here on the eyes. It's like a nice neutrally brown. It's neither too warm nor too cool, and it's a great texture brown. I can already feel it when I'm applying with a brush, and I've already used it before. It blends super nicely, very pigmented, layers up well. Nothing much to say about the brown really. Let's move on to the next color, which is the olive green color. This one, I hope you can see. It has a beautiful shift to it. It has like a greenish black brown shift, and it has a lot of fine specks of glitter inside. And this is one of my favorite shades in this palette. I love greens like this, and this is how this one looks like. Look at that, super beautiful. Look at that reflectiveness. This one I have used once in my regular life. I love colors like this. Okay, so that's the olive green. Okay, next we have this beautiful color. A similar color is there in the Bronze Seduction palette as well. This is a pink with a gold shift. You can see the pink here, and then look at that. I hope you can see the shift. Pink with a golden shift. It's beautiful. It has like a pink, light pink, purpley, golden shift. So here is the pink, golden, purple. And the Pat McGrath palettes are just known for these kind of shades. So if you are into glitters, shimmers, duochromes especially, you will love these palettes, the big palettes. And the big palettes are the one where they will usually have these kind of shades. Okay, so that's the pink with all that shift. Very, very interesting. Okay, next we have a black. This black is super intense. It's a matte black. Always appreciate a matte black in any palette. This is how the black looks like. I mean, it's a black color. What is there to swatch? But still I will swatch it for you. It's a very smooth, very easy to apply black. I'm pretty sure it will blend quite nicely as well. Okay, but yeah, the black looks really, really intense, and from what I have tested out, it works very well as well. I apply a little bit of powder before I swatch the shadows on my eyes. Okay, next we have two beautiful colors. The next four colors, they're just gorgeous. This is like a plummy brown, this one like a purpley brown shimmer shade. It's not exactly a metallic, it's a subtle shimmer. It's super beautiful, perfect for like light event or a day-to-day application. It's a beautiful brown with a slight plummy undertone, and you can wear it any time of the day. It almost feels like a satin matte kind of a color. It's not exactly very shimmery as well. You can say that it's a satin matte color. Okay, and it applies super smoothly, very pigmented. Let me swatch it here as well. Look at that. It's such a beautiful color. There is some shine to it, but not extra shiny, and it's a very everyday friendly color. And the next one is also a beautiful color. It's a glittery color. It's like a blue black sort of a color. It has a lot of like silver glitter, specks of glitter. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's such a gorgeous color. You don't have to do much with this shade. Just apply a little bit of this color on the eyelid, do a little black outer V, just a touch, and you're good to go. You're ready with a smoky eye, because you already have silver infused in it, and the silver shows up pretty well as well. And it's not like I'm having glitter everywhere. It's so nicely distributed in the color. The formula is excellent. Lovely. It's a beautiful, gorgeous color. There is a little bit of glitter fallout here because I have taken off these very glittery eyeshadows, so just ignore the glitter fallout. With some of the glittery shades, if you work with a brush, you will also definitely get some fallout, so just keep that in mind. Next we have the last two shades. These are gorgeous. One is a blue violet, one is a blue violet kind of shade. Let me just swatch it on my hand rather than juggling the shadow so that I don't drop it. So this is the blue violet color. Look at that. It's super intense, and it has a lot of shift. Black, violet, blue, purple. Beautiful color. So let me swatch this one. Okay, so very easy to apply. It also has a lot of glitter, and this is how the blue looks like. I don't know whether to call it blue or violet. It has elements of both. And next we have that white. Now this white is also a glittery shade, but this has hints of pink and purple. So it's not a white, it's a purpley pink shift color. So this is how this color looks like. This is also very glittery. And if I swatch it, you'll be able to see better. I didn't like this color too much. It's quite chunky. It's not as smooth as the others, and it's I can already sense how much glitter fallout I will get with this color. But still, if you can make it work, it's very pretty. This is this color, last one. You can see it's a white, pink, lavender sort of a shift. Yeah, it's very chunky. It's not as smooth as the others, and you'll have to work at it a bit. So yeah, that's the last shade, which is that purpley, lavendery shift sort of a color. So that's it, guys. Those are the swatches of the Pat McGrath Subversive palette, Mothership 3 palette. I was going to do a look in this video, but I think I will save it for another video and show you a few looks with this palette for sure. And if you are on my main channel, then I have already done 2 looks in 2 separate videos. Let me know if you have spotted them. So yeah, I think I will show you the swatches on my arms of all the shades together also here, just to get an idea of how the shades will look together. And yeah, I will definitely do more looks, and I will try to put up swatches and review of this one very soon, and on my blog as well, so that you don't have to come here for swatch reference. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful and you liked it. If you did, then please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're watching for the first time, I really hope you'll consider subscribing. This is a place for palettes. If you love palettes, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching me today. I will see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye.